Hi, I'm Lorraine Hahn, and this is Executive Golf. I'm here at the Jagorawi Golf and Country Club, south of the capital, Jakarta. This is one of the first world standard courses in the country, opening its first 18 in 1979. It now offers 45 holes of championship golf, and this day we will play the newest layout called the Z9. My playing partner today is Dennis Kloeth, Mr. Golf Indonesia. Dennis, I'm so happy to play with you. It's my honor. Thank you so much.
It's my honor.
Dennis literally wrote the book on the sport in this country, having compiled the authoritative guide on golf in the archipelago. The Jakarta native was originally a music promoter before deciding on promoting Indonesian golf full-time. Before we actually start teeing off, how did you get hooked on golf?
After a career in the music industry, I retired in 78, or 87 actually, sorry. And I went back to Indonesia, the country where I was born. So when I came down here, when you're 45 years old and you retire, it's a bit too early. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take up some golf and see, you know, that's something that I always wanted to do basically, never had any time for. So I took up golf in Indonesia and I got hooked on it.
Yeah, did you get hooked on golf? Now, aside from writing, which you do very well, I also hear you play a mean golf as well.
Well, you know, I'm still trying to maintain my handicap,
which is
below 10 still, but getting older, it's going to be difficult to retain that.
I don't know. I've seen you play. You play pretty well. Pretty well. I'm just looking at the club that you're holding here, and it looks, I'm sorry, ancient.
It is ancient. It's as ancient as I'm myself.
Oh no, don't say that.
Anyway, this is a club that I have in the back for about 20 years, and I've tried every 5-wood that is available, new technology club, and always came back to this.
It doesn't do it for you, huh? The new technology?
Do it for me. No. So this is the one. You know, I stay faithful
to one.
To one.
Amazing.
That's it.
Anyway, you ready to play?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's play.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Nice shot.
There you go. That's a good shot.
Dennis, how many courses are there in Indonesia?
We have found on the internet, or basically on Google Maps, we found about 160 golf courses in Indonesia. Some of them are unknown to anybody, but you can see them from Google Maps. So then we contact them and we find out where this course is. And then we write about it and put it in our golfer's guide, because we want to be as complete as possible,
Cool.
of course.
What about here in Jakarta or surrounding Jakarta?
Jakarta and surroundings have 38 golf courses, and of which about 25 are of absolute world quality.
Really?
Like this.
Yeah, this
You
is
see?
beautiful. This really is.
And then you have some older courses, traditional older courses, 18 holes and 9 holes. And that makes up for about 38 golf courses.
I mean, that's amazing, because you know, if for newcomers to Indonesia or even Jakarta, if you land in the city, you would never think that there are so many golf courses in this country. Right?
That is what most of our guests that are coming from Europe, for instance, say. We had never thought about golf in Indonesia being that beautiful and that nice, and also that affordable. Right? Because that's one of the things golfers always look at, of course. You can play a nice course, but if you have to pay $300 for it, you go think.
Or more nowadays.
Especially when you're with your wife or your partner, you play $600 all of a sudden for a round of golf, which is a different thing.
Correct. Compare, I mean, you always played around the world.
Yeah.
Compare Indonesian courses with, let's say, other courses around Southeast Asia. What makes Indonesia so unique in its courses?
First of all, the people, I think. The people are, Indonesian people are very hospitable people. They love to welcome you. What they do also is they make you feel home. The golf industry in Indonesia is an industry that educates and trains its people to the best standards in the world. From caddies to caddy masters to backdrop to restaurant people, they're all trained. They're also trained in the English language.
That helps.
You see, that helps. I come to certain countries in Asia and I try to speak English because I don't speak Chinese or Thai or whatever. Then they go like, what are you talking about? You see? So this is what the industry people in Indonesia have done very well. Train their people in English.
Yeah, I also hear that, in other countries, a lot of people don't want to be caddies. So what they do, they import Indonesian caddies, for
Yes,
example.
Malaysia does that, right? And Malaysia, and especially when you play in Johor Bahru, most of the caddies that play there are from Indonesia. I speak Javanese to them.
Really?
Yeah, and they're surprised. They go like, what? You speak Javanese? Yeah, I'm from Indonesia. See?
Yeah. But I mean, for me playing just a few of the courses here, I mean, they're just the landscape, and the maintenance of these courses, right, Dennis?
We have, at certain courses, we can have 200-300 people working. It's not only because we need that amount of people, but they also need work.
Labor's cheap too,
Labor's
right?
cheap, but they also need work. They need to feed their families. They need to, make a living. So that's what the industry will give them.
More Executive Golf with Dennis Kloeth in just a moment.
Hi, I am Philip de Buschier from the Ledbetter Golf Academy in Indonesia. Today we're going to talk about hitting it from a downslope. What we're going to do is, in relation to the ball, our upper body and our weight is going to feel much more left-sided throughout the whole swing. So the ball will actually come out a lot more low. Therefore we're going to add loft, we're going to take a higher lofted club. Instead of a 7-iron, maybe an 8-iron. So our ball is going to be back behind our sternum, we're going to hit down, and the ball is going to curve left to right. That was the executive tip of today. We look forward to seeing you next time.
This is Executive Golf, and my playing partner is Dennis Kloeth, Mr. Golf Indonesia. Dennis, if you look at this course, I mean, it's like encompassing jungle. It's so like natural, right? Rather than the typical resort course.
Yes. And that's what you will find with most of the golf courses in Indonesia. The natural features of golf courses in Indonesia are left the way they are. You see, they're not being modified and beautified in a manner that certain courses are in different countries, in other countries.
Well, you had a great first on. Let's see if you can birdie this shot.
Well, it's still a hefty distance, but let's see how it works, okay? Okay, here we go. Go!
Nice
go.
line.
Oh, that's brilliant. Whoa. Nice putt, Lorraine.
Thank you. Not good enough.
You can take it if you want.
Okay, thanks. Up.
Thank you.
Dennis, are you ready to tackle this par 5?
Yes, I am. Anytime.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Shot. We're getting on. Good shot.
Oh, short. Still short, you see? Oh, brilliant. Brilliant shot.
I made it
That's
over.
a good shot.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Dennis, if you look at your business in particular, I mean, what kind of numbers are we looking at?
At the moment, if you look at Indonesia, inbound golf travel is it's a growing situation. Of course, we're looking at 50,000-60,000 golfers on an annual basis. We're far off the numbers that are known for Thailand with 600,000 golfers. But Indonesia stands the chance to, to at least equal countries like Thailand and China and Vietnam, because the infrastructure is here, the golf courses are here, and the professionalism of the people that work in our industry is here. So it only needs to basically come down to people getting together, the industry, tourism boards, private enterprise, travel agents, that can create a situation that golfers in Indonesia, or golfers in the world, know about golf in Indonesia. Promoting, and promoting.
Right. So what are the projected sort of forecast numbers for this, for growth?
Ministry of Tourism in Indonesia is looking at 100,000 golfers in the coming 2 years. I think it's feasible. It's feasible, definitely.
Right. I mean, we're looking at the courses there are here. I mean, it just doesn't come to mind any sort of world-famous Indonesian golfer.
No, but don't forget, Indonesia comes out of a situation that has been controlled for 32 years, right? We're a democracy for what, 12, 13, 14 years? Within the total environment of the growth of this country, we haven't found time yet to come to a situation where we can train young golfers into professional golfers. That also has to do, of course, with management. You need to have the people that can manage a golfer from scratch to a professional golfer.
That's largely the big American corporations and so on, right?
Right. Now, I've worked in the recording industry for many, many years. I've looked after big artists in the world. I've also managed a couple of artists, like Billy Preston, for instance, one of the bigger guys in rhythm and blues in America. If you know how we manage him over a period of 4 to 6 years to get from America to Europe and become famous and doing tours and everything, it's a painstaking process, but you got to go through that. Actually, you should do that also with professional golfers. Management is a very important factor in getting professional young or professional players out of young talented players.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and it takes time to groom them, right?
It takes time. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to create the right environment for them also. Right?
Talent, environment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, which the Koreans have done very well, and the
Koreans
Japanese
have done that terrific, right? And the Thai people are doing that now, Caribbean. And the Koreans send their junior golfers to the United States or wherever they have to send them to groom them into professional players.
Right, yeah.
So Indonesia will come to a situation where we also can say at one point, hey, we got the right guys here, and so we need to groom them into pros and champions.
Executive Golf with Dennis Kloeth will return shortly. This week's edition of Executive Golf is coming to you from the Z9 Holes course at the Jago Rawi Golf and Country Club.
I've got this tree wood.
Yeah? You like it?
To be honest, very difficult.
Difficult, right?
And you know why?
Yeah.
Because the shaft is not right.
Oh, some lady asked me about
The
it.
shaft is too stiff.
Oh,
And that's what I experienced with my club.
right.
So what I do is I'm going to reshaft this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, Dennis, I got a pretty challenging lie here. It's on a slope and on a rough.
And in the rough.
What do I do?
The rough is pretty heavy here.
Yeah, it is, isn't
Now
it?
you see the ball is half sunken into the rough.
Yep.
So you here with a wood, you can
I mean,
use
a
a
wood.
wood. The only problem with the wood is you have to hit through the ball and make sure that your club face doesn't move.
So what would you suggest?
So what I would suggest is take an iron
Okay.
through the ball.
Oh, beauty.
There you go.
That looks so easy. Any famous ones? Anybody stick out in your mind?
Frank Nobilo.
Cool. Did
Frank
he teach you anything?
Yes, Frank. Frank always said the first thing you want to do when you play golf is have fun. Only if you have to make money with it, then you got to be serious about it. And that's what I always thought about. So, Lorraine, we're back in the fairway, and that's what you want.
Yeah,
see?
it's pretty
Because-
narrow though.
Yeah, it's very narrow.
Okay,
So
I'll watch you. I'll watch how
the
you.
pin is about 150 meters from this shot here.
Okay. Nice. That's it. Ooh.
Oh, oh yes, low but nice.
You know, I'm just trying this new 3-wood and it's tough. It's a tough club for me.
It is.
Ow.
Actually, it is.
It's really bad. I don't know. I just
Chipping
don't
is
know
practice.
why.
Chipping is absolutely practice, and the
Yeah, it's
secret of pitching is the takeaway and coming back.
But
What
I
I
mean,
always do is
you don't have to cock first.
no,
or-
not always. You can if you do that.
Yeah.
I always count 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
3. There you go.
Follow through.
Follow through. That's the secret.
Okay. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, you really should come back
I will.
and play
I
golf
will.
here.
I will.
You're
Love
gonna
to.
love it.
Love
You're gonna
to.
love it.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see.
we're on. I think you have to chip in because
Can I not putt in?
you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at chipping, so that's why.
You know, sometimes a bad putt always ends up better than a bad chip.
Chip. Yeah. Because
Always.
it's the control, right?
That's the
yeah.
control.
Okay, caddy putter,
Yeah.
please.
Putter.
Terima kasih. Thank you.
Good.
Left, right. Right, huh?
Oh, that's a bit firm.
Hey, slow, now it's fast.
Yeah, but you're going downhill there. See, that goes downhill.
Ugh.
You see, the good thing of these sort of things, you got to come on this side of the hole and then
And
have a
look at, right? Yeah.
You see? Then you see,
See,
it comes downhill
didn't
there.
see it.
See?
Yes.
So now I'm trying to putt and see if I can make it. All right.
Okay, the final.
Nice putt.
Thank
Brilliant.
you. Dennis, thank you so
Lorraine,
much. It
thank
was
you
a
so much.
Real
It
pleasure.
was a pleasure.
Yeah. And by the way, want to find out information about your business, what's the webpage again?
www.indogolf.com.
Great. We're here at the Jagorawi Golf and Country Club just outside of Jakarta. And my guest, my playing partner today was Dennis Kloeth, Mr. Golf Indonesia. That's all for this edition of Executive Golf. Keep swinging.